More to this life, who life, more to this life, hey, oh, oh, oh. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Empress Gem. I'm here with y'all. I went to the SHINNECOCK POWWOW last weekend with my family, my spirit family. And I wanted to do like a crystal and things haul of all the things that I got. Well, I'm gonna call it spirit haul. And that song I was just singing, that's a song that me and my brother did. Go to www.spardadeleon.com, SPARDADELEON.com. That's right, I'm putting in the plug for my baby bruh. You know what I'm saying? He got a song called Mama that just dropped. So check him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the joint More to This Life. Alright? But back to my spirit haul. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show y'all is my amber resin. I feel like listen, burning this, even touching it, getting it under my, I was worried about getting it under my finger. I'm like, yo, this is, even to me, I feel like it's better than sage to burn. I'm like, I finally got my life, y'all, with getting this amber resin. Well, I did a little research on everything that I bought, because I was like, you know, what's the spiritual implications of everything? What's the metaphysical uses of everything, right? So I did the history on it. This is the blood of the tree. This is the tree's blood. It's not the sap. It's what the tree uses to heal itself whenever it like gets a cut or anything, or a cut in the bark, and it's like, it almost like, you know how like your blood clots and makes a scab. That's what the amber is. It's used to protect the tree against infection and things of that nature. And usually it comes from India, from the styrax or benzoin tree. And years ago, it naturally used to wash up on the shores of the Baltic Sea. But then they started harvesting it from the trees, right? Sometimes they mix it with honey, myrrh, vanilla. That's what helps give it that sweet. Oh my God, I just burnt some. Sweet, so sweet aroma. And it's unchangeable over millions of years. You could put it in, I'm gonna start putting it in some of my products that I make. You can put it into your butter, into your lotion. When it's rubbed on fabric, it creates an electric spark. The Greeks used to call it electron, right? Because if you put it on the fabric, it helps protect it from, you know, moth. Even though we don't really deal with getting moths biting. I don't get that. Making holes in my clothes and all of that. But that's what it's used for as well. Coco Amber is considered younger amber, right? And it has more of a jovial, friendly vibe than the older amber. You know what I'm saying? It's when you're using it in rituals. So you would want to get the Coco Amber when you want to invoke youthful energy, right? Real amber has millions of years of experience and wisdom that has been embedded into it. So, and also I wanted to talk about, my medallion. I showed it on, I had an amber bracelet too. I don't know what happened to that. That happens to me all the time. Fossilized resin, right? Where you see you'll have like insects in it, little animals, things of that nature. Scorpion. I seen one with a scorpion in it. That's used in jewelry. People call it a crystal. It's really not a crystal. It's just fossilized amber. And those are good to balance your emotions. It's a powerful healer. It resonates with the solar and sacral chakra, solar plexus and sacral chakra. And that's why I have a piece in my medallion that I have, my Het Haru medallion. I also did some research in my crystal astrology book, and it resonates with if you're born in Aquarius 19 degrees, that's February 6th through the 8th. We know that Bob Marley was born on the 6th, and I think Dennis Brown was born on the 7th. Yeah. So that correlates to the Sabian symbol of forest fire quenched. I mean, that's so synchronistic to me, being that it's the tree's blood, right? Positive path for change, invites that phoenix energy. And usually amber is like, it is this color, but it can also be like a orangey red, especially the fossilized resin. It's like an orange, it's like a flame color. It's like a flame color. So for the Sabian symbol to be a forest fire quenched, and for to invoke phoenix energy, to me that's of course synchronistic, right? It heals the nervous system, the liver, stomach, spleen, kidney. And when using it with children, it's good if the mother would wear the amulet first, or wear the fossilized amber first, and then put it on your child, because then it's like it's giving the energy of the mother. And I noticed that too, like when my children are sick, because I become a nervous wreck when my children, I can't tolerate it. When you put your energy on it, it's like it amplifies the healing energy, because you want your child healed, Also, I started burning juniper berries. Let me just see that. Juniper berries, whole juniper berries, and you could burn that too on the coal, and that helps protect against disease, bacteria, and things of that nature. I put it in my smoothies as well, and even my tea, and let it just marinate in the tea, hot tea. Okay, what's next? All right, we're going to start with the crystals now that I got. All right, now this one is hard for me to pronounce. It's dumortierite. Dumortierite, right? Dumortierite. It looks like sodalite, but I was like, no, this is something totally different. This is not sodalite, right? It's African in origin, right? It increases patience, intellectual abilities, stimulates the pineal gland, assists with psychic workers. Now, I'm going to tell you, the crystals that I got from the SHINNECOCK POWWOW, right? All of them deal with increasing your psychic abilities, which I thought was synchronistic, being that now I'm starting to do readings and stuff. Excuse me. I thought that was real synchronistic, that all of them deal with it, basically. Heightening your intuition and psychic abilities, right? So they increase patience. Patience has been my virtue, right? It's patience with dealing with the natural order of the universe, dealing with divine timing, right? So it stimulates the pineal gland, assists with psychic workers. If you do astrology, tarot reading, all of that, it boosts study, telepathic abilities, and past life vision. Now, with the crystal astrology, which it was the next page from the amber, right? I was like, okay, we going in order now. It's Aquarius 22 degrees. That's February 9th to the 11th. And the Sabian symbol is rug placed on the floor for children to play. And I was just talking about healing the children, right? Companionship, tolerance, it decreased hyperactivity in children. So if you got children, they trying to diagnose them with ADD and all this other crap, we already know, of course, look at what they're eating. But hey, get them a dumortierite. It's DUMORTIERITE. Get them this crystal. This will help with hyperactivity. And I know I got 3 manifestors, right? That's an aura type dealing with human design. Check that out too. And yeah, their energy is off the hook. Okay. Now, it encourages a dormant talent to be arisen too. A talent that you may have never flourished before, it'll come out. You look to new generations for meaning and clarity, and child's play. Helps with overcoming addictions. It's a Leo birthstone. It resonates, of course, with the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. Makes communicating spiritual ideas easily. So in trying to, let's say you're trying to explain different metaphysical philosophies, even I would say even to children. This is what I think I'm going to be doing. It's not no think, I know I'm going to be going into is, teaching children their spiritual talents and for helping them foster their spiritual talents, right? And I'm definitely going to be using this, right? That's the first crystal. Then I picked up, I've been wanting to get, this is a rainbow moonstone. You can't see the fluorescence in it, but of course when you hold it up to the light, you'll be able to see the rainbow. See, I'm looking at it right now. Almost like how labradorite looks when you can see it, when you know. It's used to strengthen the intuition, gentle calming energy, psychic compassion, inner confidence, all feminine and goddess energy. Basically, this is the Empress Stone right here. That's what I call it, the Empress Stone, right? And men could use it also because it helps balance your masculine and feminine energies. Women use it to embrace their personal power, and men to balance out their emotions. With it, you'll experience synchronistic situations. Like how I said, all the crystals have to dealing with psychic abilities. Most definitely. Everything, when you see, I don't even say coincidence no more. For me, there is no coincidence no more. It's just synchronicity, straight up. Oh, I don't think so. Wait, hold on. This is fan. There you go. Sorry. Okay, it's a Cancer. Of course, most definitely. We know that Cancer deals with the moon. Birthstone. Benefits of using during moon cycles. Helps with lucid dreams. Put it under your pillow. The crystal astrology is Pisces. Of course, a water sign. Pisces, 28 degrees. That's March 17th to the 19th. Sabian symbol, a fertile garden under the full moon. Listen, like I said, there's no coincidence. None. Encourages transformation. And I thought about like werewolves, how they transform during the full moon. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that. Encourages transformation. That's why when you listen, I watch Vampire Diaries and the originals. That's my joint. And like I said, Twilight Saga, that has to deal with my twin flame union. It's like a template, the whole thing. And it's not a fairy tale. These things correlate to actual principles and things that are manifested in real life. So that's why I watch these shows, because I see the correlation. I could definitely see, you look past the makeup and the fairy tale-ism. You know what I'm saying? Because when you check it, it'll resonate with you more than some so-called real life movie. Right? So encourages transformation, strength, and love. Unconditional love. It resonates with what? The crown chakra. Purifies psychic senses, emotional body, protection against psychic attacks too. Inspires softness, sensitivity, balance your hormones and the menstrual cycles, and it'll increase fertility. So if you're looking to increase your fertility, it don't hurt to get you a rainbow moonstone. Okay? Alright, the next one is Prehionite. Prehionite. Wait, this fan is killing me, y'all. Hold up. Right? It's also a stone. You can't see, but it's green. It's green tinted. It's green tinted. It's the way the light is. Yeah, you can't really see. It's green tinted. Unconditional love. Connects with the Archangel Raphael. And it's a healing, because Raphael he deals with healing, right? So this is healing of the healer. So a lot of our light workers and our healers need to get a prehionite. Also sold as new jade at times. So they'll try to say, oh, this is jade, and want to charge you, because we know jade is very expensive. And they want to sell it as new jade, but it's probably prehnite. Shows path to spiritual growth, connects the will and heart, right? So that means coming from the solar plexus up to the heart, right? It's showing, okay, now you got your will, you got your drive, and now you're going to bring that up to your heart and fill that will with love, right? Connect with higher beings. Preparedness, precognition, right? Having prior knowledge of something that's coming. You know how you had a hunch or you want to get a little insight on something? Why not meditate with a little pre-night and say, what's going on? What if I leave my job and go to a next job? Is it going to be stable? Is it going to be prosperous for me or advantageous for me to even leave this job? Or should I stay? What should I do? Or like I said, with higher beings. So that means extraterrestrials, light beings, archangels. Connects with elementals, the fairies, right? And it'll help you live from the heart, from that heart space, with love. Personal discipline, peace and joy, no worries. It's a Libra birthstone or Virgo. Alleviates nightmares, releases fears, and helps, of course, because it's green, it's going to help you manifest that money, right? Eliminates what's no longer useful for you. Stops hoarding possessions, because I know in my family, especially when you poor, you grew up poor, you like, hold on, we got to save this for this one. Especially I do that with clothes. That's me, because I didn't have clothes. We didn't have clothes growing up. We didn't have it. So my thing is hoarding clothes. Like, oh, this one grew this out. Okay, Bubby will be able to fit this in a couple years. Couple years. So this is going to be in the closet for like 2 years, taking up space. That's what I had to get over. Like, if he's going to be able to fit it in a couple months, fine. But if not, throw it away, because by then you probably buy him a new pair of jeans. Like, stop it, So that's why I definitely picked this up. I was like, oh yeah, because the clothes is ridiculous. That we ain't have it. I had holes. I remember I tried to sew my own. That's why I am very resourceful and creative when it comes to the fabric and doing shoes. I'm going to do a video on my products as well that I sell, because I refabric shoes and I use fabric, and I make bracelets and jewelry as well. And I make, I sell. I'm now getting into the matching handbags too. But this is why, because when I was younger, listen, I had them one pair of jeans. We had to recycle clothes like crazy. I used to go and borrow my older brother's clothes. Listen. It is what it is. Helps you to say no to unreasonable requests. That's really good for empaths as well, because it's like we don't want to say no to people. It kills us to say no. Sabian symbol, Capricorn in 3 degrees. That's December 23rd to the 25th, which is what? The winter solstice. Wow. The human soul receptive. The human soul receptive to growth and understanding, which, like I said, it will help you. It'll show the path to spiritual growth. If you're looking to grow spiritually, meditate with this stone. Success, spiritual awakening, synchronicity again, clearer life path. Answers you seek are found in nature, of course, because it's green. Clears toxins from the body, balances meridians, which I call them the spiritual blood vessels. That's what it reminds me of. Spiritual blood vessels, because blood vessels are connected. They all come up and go to the heart, right? So meridians are energy, like pathways through your body, and they connect throughout your body, right? Finds root cause in illness, helps in diagnostic, heals the thymus, kidney, lungs. You can place it over the liver and spleen, and it helps with atherosclerosis, meaning like when fatty material builds up in your blood vessels and things of that nature. Okay, next, this is a bad one. Well, real quick, I bought like 2 rose quartz. I bought these for my nieces. I'm gonna get them wrapped for them. I'm gonna see them this weekend, and I haven't really seen them or touch base with them in a while. It's my other nieces, my older nieces, welcoming ceremony of her baby. So, I had to get something for my nieces. and I miss them. Usually I take them, but you know, it's been a while. But yeah, I wanted to give them rose quartz. We know that's unconditional love, right? Now this bad boy, this is shungite. This is shungite. This is a very ancient stone, over 2 billion years old. It originates in Russia, right? It's an ancient healing stone. It detoxifies the body by absorbing and eliminating negative energy. I'm getting nasal. It's pure carbon. It helps purify water. I learned that from Brother Azazel Bay. You put it in your water, right? But I don't know. I don't trust tap water at all. Even just to bathe in it, I feel grossed out because we know now that it's due to water. It's recycled toilet water. So honestly, I don't recommend putting it in no tap water. I don't. I will put it in some purified water, bottled water. Still, I don't know. I hate tap water. It protects. Okay, it's possible treatment for cancer. Protects from electromagnetic radiation and low. You know, what is it called? It's EMF waves, right? Isn't it? Like the waves that come from your electronics, your phone, your computer, your laptop, your tablet. You could definitely put this next to your phone, you know, and it'll help protect you from those low vibrational energies. It opens and aligns with light, grounds spiritual energy, pulls spiritual energy down to you. Of course, it's for the base and root chakra. It has witnessed so many phases in the planet because it's been on the planet for billions of years. It's witnessed so many different cycles. So for me, it resonates with, it's like Scorpio energy, right? It's done seeing the cycles and rhythms, birth and death and rebirth again. It's a primordial physical manifestation. It deals with alchemy, transition, Phoenix energy, Scorpio energy. It has a deep wisdom of ancient civilizations, union of opposites, the yin and the yang, right? Tantric work. Ow. And if you want to conceive a divine child, now that would be a good combination. If you're looking for fertility, but if you want to bring down a divine child, hey, and then that's the yin and the yang right there. Look at that. Wow, I just realized that. So if you looking to balance out and bring in a beautiful, spiritually gifted child, I would say put this on the bed. Miracle healing. It helps lower blood pressure, respiratory, skin problems, shields. I already said that. Yeah, so this is heavy. That was just heavy right now for me. Yin and yang, right? Twin flame energy all day. All day. All right, now this stone, this one right here is the Pierre de Resistance. Okay, I seen this on my girl Moon manifestations table, and I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta find it. I didn't have enough money to get it that night, but at the powwow, I found my Azurite. This right here, all right, y'all. It's the stone of heaven. It's a soft stone. It's the stone of the First Nations, the indigenous people to this land. It was a highly regarded stone of enlightenment. Also, it goes back to Atlantis and Kemet, right? It's the most potent psychic stone of the high priest and the high priestesses. So the high priest and the high priestesses use this stone to connect to their psychic energy, right? The natives used it to connect with spirit guides, right? To feel their presence and also to be able to interpret the messages from their guides. Dreams, out-of-body experiences. This is all that I'm going through since I've been through this my beloved journey. I hate continue to call it twin flame. It's been so commercialized, but there are a lot of us that are waking up, and we are returning to union. Past lives, right? Using your throat chakra to verbalize these experiences, to be able, because I couldn't explain it. I had to purchase books. I was like, what is going on? How did I have this dream with this person? And then the very next day, the very next night, 24 hours later, he posts a picture of the exact dream wearing the exact same clothes. That's how I knew he was my beloved. That's how I knew. And then there was a light right by his head, and that was me. I astral projected to him. I astral traveled to him and was comforting him again, as usual. You know? So I was like, how do I explain this to people? How do I explain this to him? I was like, how am I going to explain this to him? He gonna be like, oh, girl, you just a groupie, girl. Girl, you know how many women done tell me that I'm their beloved? Yeah, but I mean, this is what I'm experiencing. So this crystal right here means so much to me. So much to me, because this is what I've been going through. Out of body, the past life dream. The past life dreams I had prior to meeting him. But it brought it all the way down. He's a native too. So, I mean, can't get no more synchronistic than that. This is good for deep meditation, right? It has copper properties. It's also can be found with malachite. Now, I want to get one like that. There is a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see it. You see that? You see the copper is turning green. It's a little, but I want another piece. Definite. That has malachite with it. So that, of course, would be the heart, balancing out, coming from the heart, unconditional love, and being able to verbalize it, being able to communicate that, you know, especially with your beloved, because it's so hard. It's like, this is a spiritual experience that you never experienced before, experienced in this lifetime before with anybody, and you're like, yo, how do I tell them? How do I go about doing this without him looking at me cockeyed, like I'm crazy? Right? Inspires the search for truth, alleviates indecision. Woo. Likes to be rubbed to release his energy. So rub it in order to release his energy. Right? Connecting with sacred power through song, chanting, use of drums, and the didgeridoo. The didgeridoo, that comes, you know, that's indigenous to Australia. And the didgeridoo is that the vibrations that come off of that is serious. If you ever been around one, not just hear it like, you know, on a device, to actually hear one played and be in that presence, you feel that vibration reverberate through your whole body. It's wonderful. And I like to sing, you know. I don't consider myself a full-blown, blown, but I know if I continue to prosper and continue to practice, that's something I used to do growing up, period, was sing. And I remember I wanted to try out for LaGuardia High School for the performing arts, and, you know, my mom was Jehovah's Witness, like, nope, sorry, you can't do it. I'm like, what? And then you plug, and I think you had to pay. They wasn't hearing it. But I don't blame my parents for anything. That was my experience in order for me to realize who I am now, right? Stimulates the mind to study new subjects, understanding your spirituality. Good for the elderly, for mental clarity. Anybody that's suffering from Alzheimer's, this is good, right? And for them to help to maintain their independence, because I work with the elderly, and they get frustrated because the things that you're used to doing, you can't do anymore. You know, you need someone else's help, and they're like, no, I got it, but they full of piss and need to be changed. But they feel away, like, I shouldn't be wearing a diaper. I'm a grown-ass man, a grown woman, you know. So this will help the elderly, help keep their mental clarity, keep them, being able to do for themselves. The Sabian symbol is Aquarius, again, 16 degrees. That's February 3rd to the 5th. A big businessman at his desk. Leadership, it flourishes accomplishment, focus, self-fulfillment, determination, competence, invites archangel energy, reality, burst illusions, right? Help you to face fears. It helps with the vertebrae. And, you know, with the elderly, they start getting that hunchback thing going on. Rib cage alignment, healthy skin, teeth, encourage embryo development, restores any blockages or damage to the brain. Again, I said Alzheimer's. And helps overcome grief, sadness, and migraines. This is it, baby. This is it. Azurite. Now, I also got dream catchers. Yes. One is going to go over my doorway, my initial doorway, and one is going to go in my bedroom. This one is going to go in my bedroom, right? This is a black, I think black tourmaline, arrowhead, Apache tear they call it. It's little beads, of course the feathers, and I did a little research on dream catchers. There's so many different legends in the Native Indigenous history. There's one from the Lakota, and it's about the spider Iktomi the spider came to a shaman, giving him wisdom on the cycles of life, right? And as he was giving him the history and giving him knowledge, he was weaving a web on this hoop that the shaman had made of willow. And willow is my tree. They call that the witch's tree. It helps you to follow good ideas, right? Dreams and visions, right? The night air is filled with good and bad vibes. It's not just for dreams. It's also for ideas as well, right? The dream catchers, they catch the bad vibes in the web, right? All dreams come through it. All vibes, good and bad, come through it. Catches the bad vibes, right? And holds it to the morning. That's why I say it's good to place it somewhere where the sunlight can hit it. Because in the morning, when this morning sun comes, it'll melt away the bad vibes. The good ones will filter down through the feathers and onto the person. So it's good to put it over the bed. You can also put it over a child, newborn, baby. Put it over their cradle, right? When you get a good night's sleep, you can remember when spirit has spoken to you. Because I know I get a lot of messages during my sleep time and during my dreams. So when you get a good night's sleep, you're able to remember and recollect what messages through your dreams that are being, that are being spoken to you. It's also considered the medicine wheel too, right? It has to deal with the 4 elements: fire, earth, water. The feather, of course, is the spirit. That's why you got the crystal. That's the earth, right? The morning sun hitting it. That's the fire. And what's the water element of it? We'll figure it out. Usually, this is made from 7 points. Or we know 7 is the God number. 13 for the